Happy Saturday, folks! Alright, so I did a video a few weeks ago about charge attack tourneys and just kind of went through my roster and giving some different options on who to take in and that sort of thing. So I thought I'd do that again for 3-star Bloody Battles. So the Bloody Battles are a different one. I really like them. The matches are quick. They no healing, so you don't have to worry about that. No armor, which is awesome. So don't take in any of those heroes. Now, if it was a rainbow one where all colors are allowed, I still kind of tend to favor Vittoria in those cases for tank. And that RPG is actually not a bad defensive weapon at all because it's got resistance on it, which is good. It's probably my best defensive green weapon. Now that I finally landed a second green 5-star, it only took, what, 2.5 years? I don't know, it took a really long time to get a second green 5-star weapon. So I am glad to have that one, for sure. Now, I also tend to favor ones that charge up fast, because since the battle's so quick, it's gonna be over pretty soon, which is because there's no healing, no armor. You can't cleanse. Well, the cleansing of the status ailments would work if you took somebody like Tannenbaum in, but also if you do that, you're filling up a roster space for what could be a hitter and could possibly finish off the team that's attacking you. So I don't know, it's not really worth it to me to put any of those types of heroes in there. So I tend to favor fast ones, I gotta say. So this one's an okay defensive weapon too because it's got health on it. However, I would probably want something like that. And that's a good defensive weapon too. Health and resistance on the tank beam. Could put in dodge, but I mean you lose a little bit of power there, so up to you whether you want dodge or health and resistance. Now, so for other fast hitters, like he's fast charging, she's fast charging, and that's a dodge weapon there. Now, this is a critical chance one, which is offense, which is kind of useless, so, and that's an offensive based weapon too. So I might go like that if I took 2 reds. So if this was a rainbow one though, I'd probably do a rainbow defense. Now, for yellows, you could use him, but it wouldn't do the armor. He would hit, so he would still have the sniper factor, but and she to me is too slow, so he's slow. I would probably end up using her, to be honest. So if it was rainbow and there wasn't a banned color, this is probably the type of team I would take. So if it's banned red though, it would be Vittoria for sure, and I would probably do something like that. And that's a critical chance weapon, more offensive based, so I would probably do both snake bites. They could hit through dodge and blinding if the attacking team had those traits on their heroes. And I would honestly probably use 2 other fast ones, so something like this for defense there. So now if you do put a healer or an armor on your defense, what we see the hero still going through the motions, but it actually doesn't apply. So if you put somebody like Tella in, she'll charge up but her special is absolutely useless, and it goes through the motions. But if you look at the bars on the defense, none of them change. The health bars don't change because the healing does not apply. So I think people sometimes get that confused, that they'll still see it'll still work and it doesn't. But then there's some people that don't ever change their defenses, and they always have a healer on it regardless. And that's fine if you just want to leave your defenses like that. It's just, it won't win as many, that's for sure, in that scenario. But you can do that. So I like favoring the quick charging heroes for this tourney myself. I don't know if others do it that way or not, but I like that on defense. And I tend to take offensively as well the same heroes. So if it was, let's say it was a no, how about no green? So it would be blues. So what are faster blues? Well, she's a fast blue. Is she a tank? Nah, not really. I don't know. I find her defense is kind of floppy myself. I do like Rover though. And the combination of these two, they have support attacks, but they're different support attacks. So her support attack gem will go off when one of the others hits and they're charged to hit, which is cool. So then her support attack will automatically target that target as well. Like whoever Bucky hits, the support attack from the others will hit the one that Bucky does. Rover's is neat where it goes off the other way. Like if he takes damage, he's gonna hit with a support attack. So that's cool. It's kind of funny to watch, like the support attacks go off quite a bit with these two in combination with each other. So they make a neat pair. I think he's just an average hitter, and honestly, I don't think he's worth leveling up. It's a wimpy hit, and it's only on one. So these hit multiple ones. I would likely put my Venom weapons on them, since they hit multiple targets. And I do have another one I haven't leveled yet that I probably would put on him, but he's kind of blasé, honestly, as a hero. But him I like. So that's cool. I do like Roberto. And he poisons as well, so that would stack with these options, which is really good. And if it was, I said it was a no red tourney, so I couldn't have him there. So who's another good, oh no, I said it was a no green. Because I want blue across the middle, so that would probably be a team I would put. So there's no healing there, there's no armor, and I'm taking advantage of as many fast charging hero options as I have. So these guys all have fast on them, except for Birdo, I think is average. I think he's in the 50s maybe? Can't remember offhand. So, and the majority of these are only at 7 out of 10 for their special. Unfortunately, Gem was one of the ones I wasted epic books on when I first started, not realizing how expensive and how much of a bottleneck those damn epic books would be at the time. Like, this was way back when a lot of us were first starting, and we didn't realize because we were all at the same points leveling up heroes, and I wasted some epic books on her and Catalina. So Catalina got 10 as well. So 3 epic books between the two of these 6 epic books I wasted. So really watch who you put your epic skill books to, because the 4-star heroes require so many, and then the 5 stars require that much more, and the 5 stars require them a hell of a lot earlier than level 7 of the special skill. I think they require them at like 4 or 5 or something. It's yeah it's huge in this game where the epic skill books become a bottleneck. So just Pro tip of the day. Watch who you give your epic skill books to, because I wished I had them. I would like these 3 each back from these girls, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Now, I did the one Victoria all the way up to 10, which is fine. No big deal. She's one of the best greens out there. I was thinking about giving one of the Buckies some too, but I just don't have enough to get my 5 stars in that done, right? So it's just not worth it. Maybe one day, but... So the other 2 Victorias I have leveled, they sit down here with a 7 out of 10 skill. So if I put them in there, you'll see the max skill is not up there yet. So, but yeah, it's just one of those things. We didn't know in the beginning, so we were, like I say, we were all at the same spot. So, all right, now if this was a no yellow tourney, then I would definitely have her as a tank. And I would probably put both of them in. And Sparrow, charge us fast. Now, the dodge weapon is great on the tank in the middle. And then I'd have the poison. These aren't poison. Can't remember which ones they are. They bleed. Right beside them, so she'd hit 5. And it would stack with this one when she hits a target too. So she only hits 1 target, and that's fine, but she's faster charging than this guy. He is great for the charge attack tourneys, because that's where you want to let your slow heroes shine and put as many of them in your defense as you can. But I wouldn't want them for this one. They're awfully quick battles. So, and then I would probably... Honestly, it could go no yellows, so it could go, or even a Bucky, right? So that would probably be a setup I would use for a no yellow tourney. So there's lots of options here, guys. I just wanted to say about the fast chargers for the no healing tourney. At least when they take damage from the tiles, they're gonna charge quicker too, so could probably hit the opponents a few times before they're taken out. Especially this team, like Fiona is actually a really decent 3-star hero. I really like her. And she'd probably go off maybe even a couple times with there not being any yellow tiles. Just depended on how good of a board that the attackers got. So, alright, how about we try a no... if we do a no red one... No, that was the green setup I did. Okay, so how about no purple? Now this one gets a little bit harder because there's not too many yellows that are 3-star yellows that are fast charging, to be honest. And Catalina does not have the greatest defenses. I think he's better on defense. Sorry, my bad. Fat finger and stuff here. Alright, I think he's better defensively. And obviously I would want the Ragnarok on him, since it has dodge. And then, so again, the armor part of his wouldn't work, but he'd still be a sniper. And then the Talons have health points on them, which would help Catalina, because honestly, I think her defenses are wimpy. She's a decent 3-star sniper, don't get me wrong, but I do think her defenses are awfully wimpy. And then I would make sure for this one, because these guys are average charging, I would definitely make sure I had fast charging ones in the corners. So at least the fast charging one in the corners would get to go off a couple times, probably before they were taken out. Because I don't know, I feel that the yellows are an easier takeout, just because not too many of them are fast charging. Kind of stinks, actually. So Famka's slow, so is Soraya. And then I don't have any of the... Now this guy's slow charging. He'd be great in a charge attack attorney as a tank though, I bet ya. Just cause his special's really good. So I did pick up a couple of the season 2 ones. I was hoping to get Crash. I'll probably get him one day, but Crash has a very unique special as well that I thought was kind of neat. I'm just working on Paige, so I haven't really used her much. And I'm sure I'll pick up more of the 3 stars along the way, but this is what I have to sort of put out for that tournament, and yeah, I'm gonna always favor fast charging ones in that one. Just like in the charge attack tourney, you definitely want a slow charging heroes on your defense and a slow charging tank if you want, because they go off like crazy. In my alt account, I actually used this guy as my tank in my lake account for this last one, and it did really well for rating. I think I got a B rating on defense because he would go off constantly before they could probably get rid of him, right? And then he does the burn, and I had a Kubik on him, I believe. I put the Kubik on him, which is burn as well, so that would stack. So he hits all 5, and then the Kubik would stack and burn as well as his own special, so that was kind of cool to have him in the charge attack attorneys. But yeah, these slow heroes I don't think go over well for the bloody battles.
Squarespace is everything
because they are over quickly. Alright, so this no, just discard. This past tourney, I don't think it did too well in this account. Top 10%, yeah. I don't think I can get in to see it now. Oh, Scare one. Good for him. He's a good player. Oh, it does show it. Okay, I just had to hit the question mark. So I actually had, this was a rainbow one, and I actually had a rainbow charge attack. And I did use Victoria as my tank here, and actually that held up pretty well. So she, yeah, that's why you're gonna see her so much, is it's an insane special, so that means I won about half of my defense. My defensive battles, so that's cool. When you get a C grading, or a little under half. Alright, so hopefully that gives you guys some ideas of teams to put together for that. So if there's a band color, like, you honestly want to put the opposite of that color. So if it's band yellow, you always want to go purple, because I still see people doing that, where they put somebody totally different in the middle. And will some of them win sometimes? Sure, because some of them have 20 emblems on them too, which is nuts. So yeah, they're probably gonna win even though it's an off color. Like if you put a red tank, even though it's band yellow, and your red tank is Latte with a whole bunch of emblems on her, yeah, she's probably gonna win you some battles if she's up to 20 emblems. But generally speaking, you just want to go opposite of the band color. And if it's a rainbow tourney, then pick somebody like Victoria, who's pretty solid all around. That sort of thing. So yeah, lots to think about for these tourneys. And in the defense, it does help you place higher, so you can get a little bit of extra loot. So something else to keep in mind about why you want to change your defense for every one of these tourneys. So, because I gotta tell you, there's some of them where I see they have Dougal and they have Tella in their defense, and it's like, oh, this will be easy. And sometimes one of them's a tank, and it's like, all right, no problem, I'll take this one out quite easily, and then I get a win, right? So you want to make it harder on your opponents. So alrighty, folks, hopefully that helps you out with your defensive setups for those tourneys. And yeah, so 3-star bloody battle. Things to keep in mind for that. Alright, folks, happy Catterday. We'll talk at you again.